Is anybody out there? Right. I'm going to go in now with the Garnier Vitamin C Daily UV Invisible. I think we're reaching the bottom of this. Let me just close this straw. Would I get this again? I'm not entirely sure, because I wasn't supposed to have this in the first place. I was supposed to have the glowy version of it, which there is some glow to it, but I want to try that one next. Oh, it literally feels like there's barely anything coming out now. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think by next month it will definitely go. And I won't be cutting it open, you know, like a lot of project pans do. Like they'll cut into it and keep using it until the entire thing's gone. That's too messy for my liking. I think today we're going to use the Fenty Beauty foundation, but I'm not at that point yet. So how you done? So I'm going to go in with a Sun-Kissed Skin Nourishing Under Eye Serum. Just pop a bit of this on. How are you? Are you okay? I always have the light on full blast and then end up turning it down. Just got done with your unboxing. I know it was a very... I knew it was coming. But it was a surprise it came today. It's just the pick-me-up I needed as well. So I've been a bit down today. Right, so that's that. And I think before I put any makeup on, I used to do this step all the time, like hydrate my face. So we're going with the Sun-Kissed Hydrating Face Mist and then put all the makeup on. It just helps the makeup sit a little bit better, I think. I watched someone today and it reminded me, oh, I used to do that step. I can't remember who it was. You know, like when you're watching one beauty video after another, you feel like, right, who's that? Who's that content creator that does that? I'm good, but it's freezing this morning. Oh, really? How cold would you say it is in degrees? Okay, so just press that into the skin. Now the next step for me, I just saw it before. Oh, it's there. Normally I would go in with the Essence Glow Glow Go, but it's literally all gone. I can't get any more out of it. Ooh, 3 degrees. That is cold. I hate it when it gets to that minus weather, which it does a lot in the UK in December/January. It's like, oh, it's not good. I'm going in with this New Look Glow stick. It's a highlighter stick. We're just gonna glow the cheeks up. Because I want to use it up. It's been in Project Pan now for 2 years and there's still that much. So I thought I could use this instead of a liquid illuminator. And it does the same trick. You know, it works the same way the Essence one does. I never realised that before. Hi babe, how are you? It's winter here in New Zealand, my least favourite season. Yeah, my least favourite season when it gets to the UK as well. I love autumn. I don't like summer, even though we only have like 2 or 3 weeks out of the year where it's really, really hot. I just don't like it. It's too hot for me. I'm like a vampire. I stay out of the sun if I can help it. And then in autumn, I just love that cool, crisp weather. So yeah. Right, so I said we're going in with Fenty, didn't I? I wanna try this again because the other time that I used it recently, I thought it looked orange on me, but I've never had problems with it before. So I just think when I did that collab, everything and anything was going wrong. Just put some more of that Sun-Kissed Skin Hydrating Mist on the sponge. You love summer, do you? Do you go out to tan? Because I'm this white all year round. And if I do, like I said to my friend Lisa, I said, look, when I do finally make it over to Australia, I'll be coming in the cooler months. You're not going to get me there in the summer. I will be grumpy. I am grumpy when it's too hot. I like the cool, crisp weather. Yeah, you're same as me. I think it's just because I don't tan, you know. It's like... And then I overheat. It's like when I go to my mum's house. Her house is so hot. Because I'm used to a cool house, because mine's very, very cool all year round. And hers is piping hot. I'm like... Can we just put the fan on, Mum? She's like, you're grumpy, aren't you? And I'm like, well, I don't mean to be, Mum, but I'm boiling hot here. And then when I do a medication every Monday, I really do work up a sweat. And I'm like, we're going to have to get the fan out, Mum. She's used to it though, you know. She's like, Andrea. And I'm like, I'm burning up over here. Have you looked at the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter stick? The one with a sponge? Is that the one you mean? They do different ones, don't they? They do like a blusher and things like that. Because if that's the one, and they do the contour, if they're the ones that you're referring to, then I've never really been interested in them. And they're mighty expensive for what you get. And if I wanted something like that, I could just go down the elf route. Oh, it's new? No, I've not seen it. But Charlotte Tilbury, more often than not, you're paying over the odds. Did I put some? No, yeah. You're paying over the odds for what you buy from them. I've really not liked anything apart from the lipsticks. The Revolution matte lipsticks are the best lipsticks that they're the best what they do. I need to try, I've got 3 quads of hers. I need to try them and see if I want to keep them all. Let's get some concealer. So tomorrow, I'm just going to give people a chance to watch my unboxing from today. Tomorrow I'm going to be using all the products that Francis sent to me. I thought about doing it today, but we'll do it tomorrow instead. Today we're just kind of using Project Pan products. But I'm excited to be using those makeup products she sent to me. Hi Susan, all the way from New York. Wow, how are you? Sometimes I get amazed at how far these lives reach, like all the different countries you guys, you know, because like I'm in the UK, Eden's in Australia, Susan, you're in New York. It's very hot here, is it? Wow. I wouldn't cope there then, I don't think. Hi Marna, hello from Brazil. What's the weather like in Brazil, Marna? Right, let's do the brows and then we'll put some setting powder under the eyes. I'm in New Zealand, not Australia. Well, New Zealand then. I don't know where the other little white one thing is I've got. Let me just brush them out with this. So many mosquitoes lately. Oh, I hate mosquitoes. And they're drawn to me and my skin. Wherever I go, if there's mosquitoes about, I will get bitten by them. Thank goodness we don't get them in the UK. Oh, it's here. Looking a bit of a hot mess. Let me just try and clean this off. It's hard to do your makeup though as well, isn't it, when it's too hot? Oh, it doesn't. Lisa said it's been getting, well, it's been cold there lately as well. But I wouldn't know, you know, I've not been to Australia, I've not been to New Zealand. Hopefully that will rectify itself within time. My mum and brother live in Australia. Do you get out there to see them? So I have missed your recent lives. That's absolutely fine. Like I always say, you know, they're there to watch later on. And you can always watch the next one, you know. It's not really a big deal. Not to me, anyway. Right, so I've just gone in with the P. Louise Hold You Down Brow Fix. Now, I last went over in March and I'll go back in November, but flights aren't cheap at the moment. Yeah, it's like anything, isn't it? Everything's gone up. So, Collection Hydra Setting Powder. I have to go, but I love your vids. Thank you. Thanks so much for coming in. Just pop a bit of this on the forehead. And then I think we're done for that anyway, for now. It's nearly time to switch out the drawer and the Shop My Stash drawer as well. I think I've got about another week. So we've got the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. You know, I might leave this in, you know, because if I leave this in for, I'm not going to be doing monthly Shop My Stashes anymore, but if I leave it in for another month, and like put it in a project, it'll be gone. Oh, I also need to put the eyeshadows I was using yesterday. Tammy asked me in my comments, and I thought rather than actually just writing it in the comment back, I thought I would put it in this video. So I will do that when I get to the eyeshadows. MJ Dragons missed me. Have you missed us? I'm just blending that out. Means of course. How are you? Are you alright? I think your skin would look amazing with the new Charlotte Tilbury highlighter stick, but it is really expensive, I'm sure. I'm not buying anything at the moment as well. If any makeup's coming into my collection, it's only what I've been gifted off friends. So yeah, I can't buy anything till November, and I don't know if that would be on my list of things to buy. I'll have a look at it though after this live finishes. What if it was sent to you? I wouldn't expect anyone to send that to me, because I know how expensive these things are, especially Charlotte Tilbury. She ain't cheap. Right. I'm going to go in with this lovely sparkly brush here. So it's a Real Techniques 200, and it's the Expert Face brush. I think it was originally came out, didn't it, this brush, for foundation. But I don't really use foundation brushes. Let's blend that out a bit, because that's looking a bit crazy. You know, I should really, I think Trend Mood on Instagram, I don't think I've got it anymore. I should really go back to putting that on my Instagram. I got rid of these companies when I first started my no-buy. But now when people ask me if I've seen a certain something, it would be nice to actually say, oh yeah, I saw that. Because obviously when you're a makeup channel, you should really know the upcoming releases. I mean, at the moment I'm relying on you guys to tell me what the upcoming releases are. Okay. I don't think I'll use the palette. I think I'm going to use some of the single blushes and highlighters I've got. So, what have I not used? I haven't used this cream blush. I'm not sure I like it. It's kind of on project, on, like, I'm panning it kind of thing. So, maybe that, and then maybe this as well. This Revolution Rose Kiss Blusher Reloaded. Let's try these two together, and then I'll figure out what highlighter I want. Yeah, this one, when I last tried it, is very metallic. And look at it. Let's go on with this brush. This fake Real Techniques brush. It's nice. It's metallic. I suppose it's just like that. A blusher highlighter braid. I do actually like this a bit more than I did originally. Like, I could leave this here, but if I left it here, it wouldn't stay on the cheeks for long. But because it's so late, I could, and not worry about it. So now we're going to make it kind of matte, aren't we, by going in with this, but that's okay. The whole point of this was I just wanted to see if I wanted to keep it, and I do. So that can go back in there. What I realised is I pulled way too much stuff. And I won't be pulling that much again. Well, it'll be a weekly Shop My Stash anyway, but I'm not going to be pulling that much that stuff when I won't be pulling that much when I do the next Shop My Stash, because I've got my project pan items to get through as well. How does anyone manage to Shop My Stash and project pan? I think they just take one category of each, don't they? Like one blush, one highlighter, one bronzer. But I'm like, when I get to my Shop My Stash, I'm like, I want all the makeups. I want all the beautiful things. I get a bit carried away. Right, that is really, really nice, actually. Those two blushes work well together. Right, what we're doing for highlighter, I'm not going to use the Rare Beauty one. That's the one that I'm looking at and I'm being drawn to, so I'm not going to do that. So what else have we got to work with? We've got the LYS. I'm being drawn to this Colourpop one, actually. Colourpop in Lantern Fest. Let me put that there. Or let's try the Pixie by Petra, because this is a chopping block item. Even though I panned it, And last time I used it, I really did enjoy this side. And said I was going to keep it until that had been finished. You know, I'm always like, you've just got so many highlighters. Do you need to be keeping it if you don't really 110% enjoy it? And look at the glow from it though. Got a bit on my nose. So today, after searching for a job for a while, I got this email from this company, from this recruitment company, and it was basically saying, do I have experience in reception work? Which I do. I have a little bit of experience. When I worked at a company, I covered reception. Just when the receptionist went on her lunch break or was out of the office, like we had to take shifts in covering it. So I do know how to do receptionist work. Anyway, they was basically saying it was an ad hoc position, so it was not complicated receptionist work. I wasn't taking minutes or anything like that for the company. Basically, it's a glorified customer service role. And he was saying, you know, he told me the hourly rate, and he said it's basically a covering, like you cover the role for one day only. And I'm like, it's not even worth my time, like going in, like getting all stressed about starting a new job when it's only for one day. And I just thought the audacity of reaching out to someone just because someone's not going into work that day for whatever reason, and asking somebody else if they'll just work that shift. I can't afford to do that, because if I did do it, that would affect the money I get from the government. So it's like, no, a big no to that. And then, I had my work coach appointment over the phone, thankfully. I didn't have to go into the office because my knee has been crippling me. And they was talking about a retail assistant position for 16 hours, which is a lot better. And it's good to kind of like ease myself into a position anyway. So there's a potential for an interview there coming up. Let's just hope I get it, and let's hope I get the actual job, because I'm just getting fed up now. I just want to work. I've been saying this for ages. So fingers crossed for that. It's actually working in a little boutique. They sell handbags, sell women's clothing, so that'd be quite nice. And it's like working within like there's only 2 other women that work there, and I think the man's the owner of the shop. So yeah, that might be quite nice. And it's working over 4 days as well, so it wouldn't actually be too many hours all at once. I think about 4 hours a day. No, it'd be more than that. 5 or 6 hours a day. Hi Lisa. Hi Angela. How are you both? Right, so now I need to get the eyeshadow base, don't I? You guys are coming in at the right time. Eye prep, eye primer by Juvia's Place. I always say this. The eyes are the best part though. Tell me I'm wrong, guys. Tell me I'm wrong. Which best part of makeup is your best part? I'm glad you're well, Angela. I'm still here just watching while working. That's no problem, Eden. Eyes are 100% my favourite. That's what I mean. Blank canvas. It won't be a blank canvas for long. It's not going to be. I'm using my fun size palette, my Natasha Denona Mini Retro, so it's not going to be the most extravagant of makeup. But I do like that palette, so. And I haven't really used it a lot. Definitely the eyes for you as well, Angela. I know, right? I mean, when I ask people, some people say blusher, and I get why. You know, I do like blush as well. But it's always been about the eyes for me. Right, I'm just going in with this to set the eyeshadow base. Getting to the point where I can't get much out of it. It's a hot mess. You know, I think it fell on the floor, this part, and it broke. And rather than buying a new one, I mean, I can still use the powders. I wasn't going to go out and buy a new one. Okay, so do I use both of these palettes? So we've got the Natasha Denona Mini Retro, which is a project pan. But then I've also kept the mini star in, so I could use both of them, like these, for the like mattes. I don't know, I might do. So let's just set that one on the vanity, and then this one, yeah, I really do like it. I think I'm going to use this silver, like grey shade today. I normally go in with this, and then this on the lid. But I'm thinking maybe instead of using that like khaki green, going with this brown here. Okay, let's just start it. I guess I'm the oddball. I enjoy the complexion part. Yeah, that's good as well. I always think though, when I'm doing these videos, is that not the most boring part? Like, we all know how to put foundation on, don't we, in skin tints? I'm like, I can't speed it up. Like, when you do just a normal video, you can speed it up, can't you? But there's nothing I can do on a live. Hi, honey, just popping in for a minute. Hi, Francis. Thank you for popping in. Oh, this blends out so nicely. So what do we think about Natasha Denona? Do we all like it? I know, like, there's mixed opinions on her eyeshadows. Like, I really like these minis. I think they're good value for money. And even a midis are good value for money. But definitely the minis, they're more affordable, aren't they? and they're good to travel with. Hi, Chris. Yeah, I'm well. How are you? Thanks for coming in. I'm just using my Project Pan palette. It's this Natasha Denona Mini Retro. So it's going to be quite simple. Just want to make sure there's nothing on this brush so I can blend it out even more. I have my granddaughter here and just feeding her dinner. Okay, not a problem, Francis, if you're still here. As you saw, it's looking good so far. Thank you. How are you going? Are you well? Right. I think I am going to dip into that other Natasha Denona palette, because I've never actually, I don't think I've actually used this shade and this shade with the Mini Retro. I just want to see how it looks. Right, so we'll go in with this shade. Do we know which shade that is? I think it's called Attic. Yeah, Attic, that one there. Which is spelled A-T. Is it I-C-K? No, A-T-I-K. Attic. So, let me look in this mirror. I have just finished a declutter video and think I have trauma. Oh no. What kind of declutter was it? Was it eyeshadow palettes? They are enough to send you. They give you loads of trauma. I did mine in 3 parts recently. Declutters though, they need to be done, don't they? Those 2 shades from those different palettes actually go nicely together. Considering, I would say one's more rosy toned and one's more like virgin on the neutral. So, then we're going to go in with that dark brown shade for the inner corner, not the inner corner, the outer corner. What shade is this? I think it's Earth, that one there. And this is just the Jessup Beauty brush. Oh, okay, I really like that. I think I'll blend it out a bit though. I'm being drawn to this gold in this palette, but I can't use that. Well, I could use it, but the whole point of this video for today is using all the Project Pan makeup. Right, let's, oh, I can't get anything out of that. That's completely gone now. It's my W7 Sparkle Stay. So there was a Technique one in here. Not much of a lover of this. I don't think it's half as good. See, this is what I mean about glitter glues. Like, people say a glitter glue is a glitter glue. It's not true. When you find a holy grail, just stick with that glitter glue. And I will get the W7 one again in time. But I'll use this one up first. Right, so I'll be going in with this shade. So I'm just thinking about eyeliner now. Which, as you can see, I've got a bunch of them. Hang on. Oh, nearly fell on the floor. I'm being drawn to this one, but it's blue. Let's just use it anyway. It's called LSD, by the way. Oh, that is nice. It's got, you can only see it if you look really, really close, but it's got glitters in it. But not like harsh. Like, you can't feel it when you're putting it on. It's very smooth. Now, I've always said I'd never pay this price, the price of the Urban Decay liners, because I do think they're overpriced. Amy sent me, I think, 4 in total, and I think I would buy one. There's one, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a orange rusty shade. I'd love that one. Right, let me just put that in the drawer. Yeah, I like that. It's not going to go with the look, but never mind. Right, so we're in with this shade. I can't tell you the shades of these, unfortunately, and the reason being, can you see, they have literally all rubbed off. I don't know why the mini star's okay, but this one isn't. Right, and I was going to use this yesterday, but then with me doing the collab, I decided not to. There's only so much silver you can wear, but it really is a nice shade. Guys, as well, if you've not checked out that collab that I did with Chris and Tammy, go to my video. I've linked their videos in with mine, like in the description. I'd love for you to go and check out their videos. It would mean a lot to me, and I'm sure to them as well. It was very much, I had a lot of fun. Completely pushed me out of my comfort zone, but I had a lot of fun. I really like the look of this one, this shade here, orange rusty shade. That's what it is. I think that's too dark for the inner corners. I'm going to look it up and I'm going to let you guys know which one it is for tomorrow. I got an Essence one that is very much like it, but obviously it doesn't perform as well as this. But I'm like, well, it doesn't have to. But yeah, I think I will buy it. So I'm just going to go on with this shade now. As you can see, that's the one that I've hit the most pan on. Well, I've not hit pan on any of the other shades, but I am making progress. Definitely on this shade, there's a dent in there. And if I carry on using this, then that'll be the same. Sometimes as well, I will go in with this shade here, which I really, really don't like. And then I'll top it off with this shade, and then it looks a lot better. I look like a crazy cheerleader. I don't think you did. It's all fun, Chris, isn't it? Can take makeup off. For a long time, you know, I wouldn't do like daring looks because I'm like, people will laugh. Who cares? You know, at the end of the day, who really cares? As long as you had fun doing it at the time. Yeah, I had a good time too. Tammy's cheeks though. Oh, I felt really bad for her. She did a good job in fixing it though. You've got to give credit where credit's due. Okay. She put that on Instagram. Yeah, I saw that last night. Why do you keep saying, do you remember me, Raspberry Roblox? Am I supposed to? I have a lot of subscribers. There's like 1.4 subscribers, so I can't remember every single person. Right, let's go in with this primer, which I'm still trying to test out. So it's a Technique Prime and Define. So the people that have not already asked who uses a primer, this is like lethal. Poked me in the eye on several occasions. I don't think... Lol, I just joined. Always come on this live. Right, I see. Are you well? I don't think there's barely anything in. It says 2 times 4 ml. That's not a lot of product, is it? How much product do you get in a typical mascara, do we think? This one is 9 mils in the tube. So in both sides you're only getting 8 mils. And I can't for the life understand why people use primers. I thought it was to get lengthier lashes. I feel like this is doing nothing. I have to go. You already look pretty. Take care. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for coming in. I'll go in with the the Define side. I had bad experience with eyelash primers. I won't touch them. Oh, really? What kind of bad experiences have you had? I'd love to know. See, this side's not too bad, and I'm really liking it now. And it does define up into a point. think this is the only primer on this that I've used. I mean, what can you expect though, guys? It was only £1.50. I use a lash primer every time I do my mascara. Not all are good. You use that Lash Paradise one, don't you, Lisa? I think you like that one, don't you? This one, Holy Grail, 17 another level. I want to see though what other 17 mascaras are like. But now, because Frances has sent me one, but the mascara she sent me was brown. I will need another black one. So next time I'm in the city centre, which will probably be Monday, I'll see if my mum wants to come into town with me when I go shopping. I'll nip into Boots and get another one. But in Primark as well, they've got a dupe of I think it's a dupe of the MAC one. Is it the MAC Stack or something like that? I'm still here. I thought you'd gone. Can't wait to try out that mascara. Watching while outside with my granddaughter running through the sprinkler. Aw, cute. Right, so I think we're done with the palettes. Let's just put a bit more of this on actually, because in some parts, like up here, I don't think I've covered it all. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right. Oh, I don't need them there, I need them there. Let me just get these palettes out so when Tammy catches live, she'll know what we used yesterday. Right, let me try and remember. So I've got this Build Your Own palette. Your eyes look amazing. Thank you, Francis. So I've got this Build Your Own palette, which looks like this. It's full of Makeup Geek singles. I think initially I wanted to go in with this one, didn't I? But I decided not to. So then I went in with this to expand the pan more. So that one is, I think it's Creme Brulee. Yes, Creme Brulee. And then I think it was this one. Frappe, yes it was. And I think maybe even Latte over here. Yeah, we used Latte as well. So Frappe and Latte we used. And then I went in with this Cocoa Bear one here. So that's the eyeshadow, so that's the mattes that I used. And then we went in with this Broken palette, which you have to be extremely careful with. So I went in with this shade here. Hang on. This shade here, Amazonia, and then this one is from Pastel Roses, and then this shade here, this one is from Luxy Beauty and it's Cookie Dough, and that's what gave me the look yesterday, Tammy, and to everyone else who didn't watch it, that's the eyeshadows that I used yesterday. I thought it looked beautiful, considering I'm not a blue wearer. Yeah, it did look beautiful. I need to get that look on Instagram actually. Right, so I think I'm going to go in with my Project Pan lipstick. So we've got the lip liner, the P. Louise Crush, and let me get it at the little mini Charlotte Tilbury Bitch Perfect little lipstick that I'm trying to just use up. got to go now. Have a good night. Have a good day, Eden. Enjoy work. Right, I'm just literally going to fill the entire lip in with this. Don't have to take too much care with it, but yeah, that's what we're doing. Whoops, gone over a bit. I do not want to make my lips bigger than what they are. Do you know, like some people overline lips? If I tried doing that, I'd end up looking like a clown. And not only that, I don't think they need to be overlined. They're quite a good size, I think. Right. Bitch perfect. This makes a really, really good combination. And there we have it, guys. Finishing a bit earlier today. Not even at the 1 hour mark yet. Normally it's like 80 minutes, isn't it? But yeah, it was just a really, really simple eye look. I do really, really like it. Your lips are nice and full. Thank you, Francis. They're a good size. I don't need to make them any bigger, I don't think. But yeah, I really, really like this look. I'm really, really grateful for you all coming in. I really do appreciate it. If you've not already liked the video, I see 3 people have. But if you haven't done, could you please like it? It really does help my channel grow. It means the absolute world to me, honestly, guys. I can't tell you how much. And if you want to join me again tomorrow, I'd love for you to join me again tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you then. It's always so awkward for me actually saying goodbye to you guys, because there's like so much more I could talk to you about. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I had to do fillers to get mine full. Oh, really? Yeah, I've never done anything like that. I'd be too scared to, Francis. I've got a friend who does that. And I'm like, oh, I'm too scared, you know. And she has Botox as well. I'm like, I'm too scared. Get those needles away. But I've got tattoos. You know, it's like, you can tattoo me all you want, but don't put any fillers near me. You look beautiful as always. Thank you, Lisa. I do fillers too. Dear, do they not just really hurt? I love it. I have 2 tattoos. They're addictive, aren't they, Francis? Like, I want to get another one. I want to get... My mum's favourite animal is an elephant. I want to get an elephant and I want to get a giraffe. Because a giraffe's my favourite animal. And I don't know where. I haven't decided where. Maybe here. So yeah, you might see that soon, like when I've got money to actually go out and do that. But I've got 4. Yeah, I've got 4 tattoos. I've got 2 on my wrists. So the other one, you can't really see it. The other one is these birds here. That one's the Chanel logo. Then I've got like my first one that I ever got was the little cherub on my shoulder there. And then I've got a sun that's really, really quite massive on the spine and my back. The sun, out of all the tattoos I've had 4 tattoos, like I said. That one got infected. Oh God, it was a hot mess. My mum had to put this cream on it and it got all scabby and stuff, and we thought that it was going to lose like pigment, but it's still bright yellow, the sun. I'll have to get my sister to take some pictures and put it in a longer form video so you can see the tattoos, or even put it in a short. You need a flamingo. I can't be having all the animals from the zoo on my arm. I have happiness with sparkles all around it and a Nora tattoo. A Nora tattoo is in the name Nora, or like you can get people that will do pictures of, like, so it could be a picture of her. Is it a portrait, or is it just the name Nora? I don't want to say just, I mean the name Nora. So you need to get yourself a flamingo tattoo, Lisa. Nora below a fairy. Oh, that's so adorable. Anywho, I'm really going to go this time because I need to go to the store, and I'll definitely be around tomorrow, probably from 9 o'clock. I have said from 8:30, but I can never get on here at 8:30, 9 o'clock, around that time. If I'm a bit late, I'll be here, but it's when I get here, kind of thing. When I come to Australia, Lisa, maybe we can get one together. You can surprise Brett with it. Could you imagine? When my friend Tanya came to England, and I didn't know her before, but she came to England. Her parents had family over here, and I met her at a dance class. And we became really, really close, and we both wanted to get tattoos. I'd already had one tattoo, and she's like, oh, I want to get a tattoo so much. And she's like, okay, let's go and get tattoos. So we got tattoos, and she went home, and her mum saw a tattoo at the base of her back, like a really, really big one. And she said, that English girl's very, very bad influence on you. I mean, she was 19, for goodness sake. You know, she could make her own decisions, but because I was that little bit older, she's like, oh, she's a bad influence on you. I don't want you to see her again. And I'm like, okay. She didn't pay any attention to her anyway when she was in England. But as she's like now in Australia, we've just lost contact. She's got a family, and it's just unfortunate, you know. That's what happens. But you got to remember the good times, don't you? One day, done. I'll remind you of that. I'll remind you of that when I come. I'll say, where's good tattooists? I don't want to go to a back street one. There's so many back street ones. In fact, actually, where I live, I did actually go to the back street one for this, and it was fine. As long as you look after them, they're going to be fine. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling about tattoos. So I think I'm going to go for the third time. I really am going this time. Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.